the protesters gathering for Trump's surrender. Let's play a clip.
It is 10 a.m. in Atlanta, where supporters of former President Donald Trump are gathering outside the jail where he is set to surrender later on today. It comes as federal and local law enforcement are stepping up security in the area. So CBS News Homeland Security and Justice reporter Nicole Skanga is joining us now from just outside of the jail. And we can see the supporters all lined up right behind you there, Nicole. What is the situation like down there now? How's the city of Atlanta and the county jail preparing for the former president's arrival?
Well, good morning. Media still outnumbering protesters here in Atlanta outside the Fulton County Jail. But
yeah,
there are
at
dozens of protesters, some of them traveling from as far as Tennessee, Florida.
Let's cut in here real quick. Trump is headed to the courthouse here from the airport. But let's get back to the story.
To right here in Georgia to support the former president. I spoke with many protesters earlier this morning who were in Miami for his indictment and arraignment there and who have showed up today, some of them sleeping in the parking lot nearby so they could get a front row seat to history being made today as the former president surrenders in front of the jail. Now, behind me, you can see some of the law enforcement footprint here. The Fulton County Sheriff's Office in full force, also U.S. Secret Service personnel here today, and the Atlanta Police Department, which is supporting the efforts of the Fulton County Sheriff's Office here. This street right now still seeing some traffic, but we do expect it to close later today. We also expect the airspace to close. FAA putting out a temporary no-fly zone between 6:45 p.m. and 9 p.m., which is roughly when we expect the former president to surrender here.
Nicole, do you have a ballpark figure of how many people are expected to show up today? And we're
it's
seeing
insane
a lot of
how they're doing this indictment and stuff. Look at, because it's the former president, they have to go because of Secret Service and have a no-fly zone and everything. It's insane.
Signs behind you, but are there going to be any counter protesters, any anti-Trump folks there too?
There already have been.
Yeah, it's a good question, Omar. Law enforcement has not forecasted how many people they expect, but they are prepared for hundreds. Right now, again, just seeing dozens of protesters here. We have seen a few counter-protesters donning signs that say, lock him up. We know that Dominic Santiago is here. He was notoriously arrested in Miami.
The case. Just
for
lock him up.
In front of the former president's motorcade. Our colleague Graham Cates spotted him earlier today in Atlanta. But right now, we should stress that these protests are peaceful. These are folks who have been to Trump rallies before, overwhelmingly supporters of former President Trump. I spoke with Mike Boatson, who told me this is his 60th Trump rally. So we are really seeing some of the more ardent supporters who are out this early.
So there's a far-right activist, Laura Loomer, who's been promoting this rally, I guess, on X, formerly known as Twitter. And she's telling everyone, make sure that you come, but be peaceful. But what can you tell us about her and her following, her influence?
Yeah, Laura Loomer, she is here. She's wearing a Trump did nothing wrong T-shirt. She's a conservative activist, controversial, considered to be on more of the fringes of the GOP, but a former congressional candidate who is within Trump's inner circle, was spotted in Bedminster just a couple of weekends back and does, speak with the former president. She's organized a number of these protests, including in Miami and in New York. And I think it's important to stress that many of the pro-Trump supporters have talked about being peaceful. There's a lot of that language in the post-January 6th environment. And, having gone to many of the Trump rallies back in 2020, I can say that there is a bit of a dampening effect that January 6th has had on some of these gatherings. And so right now, this is peaceful. We do expect it to remain peaceful, and certainly a very significant law enforcement presence on the ground here, ensuring that that will be the case.
Or just people are more calm?
What can we expect when President Trump arrives? Kind of give us the play-by-play of the process that we're expected to see.
Yeah, the Fulton County Sheriff has said he will be treated like any other defendant. And for the most part, that is the case. But he also is the former president, right? And he has a very extensive Secret Service detail. And so the streets will close down around the jail when he comes from the airport. He will be given a quick medical evaluation, height, weight. His biometrics will be taken. He'll be fingerprinted. His irises will be scanned, as is par for the course here when they process all defendants inside of Fulton County Jail. We will will see a mugshot for the first time of the former president. His mugshot will be taken.
Yeah,
but his
mugshot.
processing will be quick. We expect it will go down in less than an hour, and many of the hallways in the prison will be cleared as he roams around, limiting his interactions with any extraneous personnel at the jailhouse, certainly any inmates. And so we do expect that he will be in and out, that he will not be making any remarks here on the site of the Fulton County Jail.
Before we let you go, CBS News has confirmed this morning that Donald Trump is actually shaking up his legal team a little bit for this case. What are you hearing about this?
Yeah, CBS News has confirmed that Steve Sadow, who is a prominent criminal defense attorney based here in Atlanta, is now representing former President Trump in this Fulton County case. He will accompany the former president during his processing today at the jail. We have reached out to his former lead defense attorney here, Drew Feinling, but we have not yet heard back from him. As for Steve Sadow, he has represented a number of high-profile clients, many of them in the entertainment and music industry, T.I., Usher among them. He also has much experience defending in racketeering cases like the one we are seeing being waged against the former president right now. So an experienced criminal defense attorney. It is more the rule than the exception for the former president to shake up his legal team. It seems to be the case here in Georgia, too.
Nicole Skanga giving us a front row. Great reporting. Thank you very much.
Very interesting. Yeah, so the protesters were out this morning. We have Trump. He is heading to the jailhouse now. This is all just dumb, like I always say. It's interesting he's shaking up his legal team. The protesters are out there, obviously, supporting Trump, as a lot of people probably expected. If you like this video, be sure to subscribe for daily news updates, smash that like button, share this video with your friends, and share your thoughts on the story in the comments below. I'll catch you in the next one. Peace out.